Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hello, friends. I have a message to share. I was inspired to work with a few decks today. The first one was this, the Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine. And two cards were brought to me. One was make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. So perfect, because what I've been seeing lately is how much I focus on others, on even or especially if they've hurt me. I focus on that hurt and replay it and redo it. And there are times that I hope they feel bad about it, or, are repaid somehow, by someone else. And I've really seen lately, why am I giving my time and attention to that? All that time, that energy, I could be giving to something better. And so I've started a practice. When I catch myself doing it, I switch my attention to the divine, to the greatness, right? And to my vision of what shall be, how I shall be treated, the people in my life. And look at the second card that came out. Someone new is coming. Hello. It was very nice to have that. I wanted to say authorization. It's some other word, that validation, of the direction I've been going. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. And just really, when I'm dwelling in what seems negative, what was hurtful, the wrongs, and I'm just literally steeping in that like a tea bag, my heart and mind isn't open, is it? I don't know if you've experienced that, but I know I'm not the only one. So this is everything. It's validating and encouraging me in the direction. Everything I've been seeing, the new things that I'm committed to taking on. So then, I don't know, should I leave these out? I'll leave them out. I reserve the right to pull them back up if I need to. The next deck is her name in there? Okay, Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And again, two cards. The first one being, I'm going to push these up here. Go the distance. And again, what's been showing up for me, not just the what am I spending my time on, but what could I be spending my time and energy on? And that's what this spoke to me. And putting my energy, my focus, somewhere that's going to lead me, look, to this finish line, to victory, to someplace new, right? And another thing I've grappled with, and I don't know if you have, but, there are people that talk about, their victory, their success didn't come overnight, but they stuck to it. And it was their passion. That was what was in their heart. They couldn't do anything else. And I haven't had that. I don't mind working for something and sticking with it, but I don't have that incredible passion or drive for anything in particular. I'm constantly questioning, okay, heaven, show me. What's my purpose? Not that I think there's only one thing we do in life, but, and look at this card. It's barren. It's desert. There's nothing, but there's stars along the way, right? And what this was telling me is don't wait. Don't wait until it's lush and opulent. Take action now in the desert, in the absence of anything. Look for the signposts along the way. And I've been, for a couple of years now, I'm really pulled to paint. Never painted before in my life. And may I tell you, I'm not great. And it's difficult for me. it's frustrating. Like I can only do one at a time because I sit down and of course I try to do an entire painting rather than just practicing and getting stroke, memory down and ability and all that. But that's what this was encouraging me. Keep going. Of course, I look at this, I'm like, I could paint that. maybe not. But this, again, was encouraging, like, yes, what you've been seeing for yourself, thinking for yourself, wanting for yourself. Take action now. Don't wait, and trust that I'll find the stars and the direction leading me. And look what else came out. Soulmates. Right on top of someone new is coming. Soulmates. And it also was validating, reinforcing another philosophy that I've had for a while. Haven't always implemented it with the same amount of success and freedom, but that even painful things, even people that mistreat us or hurt us, they can be a great teacher. And so I take that mistreatment and I was like, you know what? And again, that was teaching me that I'm putting too much time and focus and attention and energy on another person. And that, let it go, focus on what I should be doing, right? And rather than sitting in the hurt and how dare you and I hope, somebody does this to you or whatever, I don't need to be there anymore. That was an old version. Now I can look and say, okay, that might have stung, but I'm learning something. Like that freed me up. And this card reminds me that, sometimes our soulmates are only in our lives for a minute. And sometimes they're in it for the duration. But it doesn't make one any more valid than the other or valuable, right? It's up to me what lessons, what I'm going to take from it. And, because even people that find the love of their life, circumstances may take that person away from them before their life is over. And, we have to be able to still embrace that love and let that love enhance us, enrich us, move us forward. And finally, this deck, Oracle of the Seven Energies. Again, Colette Baron Reed. And this one had quite a bit to say. So the first, Roots of Abundance. And again, so encouraging, so validating, because as I've pulled my energy away from dwelling on hurts or slights or, anything else from others, and really like, okay, who am I? And that I'm grounding myself more and more and more in the divine. It goes deeper and deeper because every time I catch myself, I reorient myself. When I catch myself in that negative, dwelling in that hurt, I reorient myself to the divine. And hey, some days I have to do it 173 times, and other days not as much. And what makes a difference is when I get in action, because then I don't tend to go back to the negative stuff, right? The next card, Time Machine. And this was talking a couple of things about kind of learned patterns, lessons learned in the past, kind of dwelling in the past, right? And one thing I saw recently that has really helped me is, and I think a lot of us have this, right, is, well, but this happened in my childhood, right? And it's really created the foundation of my life. And of course, I've talked before, and I have to talk to myself periodically about, nope, we're not building on that foundation. We're starting a whole new foundation. But what I saw recently is, okay, that happened in my childhood when I was born into this family. But Time Machine, look what I saw. What happened before that? Before that, I was created by the divine. Why would I only go back to and hang on to the human element, the misery? Again, the negative, because that's what I've been programmed and trained. And I have a glimmer of a memory of me before all that training beat all that, divine connection down. And so I use my time machine when I go back, I'm not going to stop at the childhood and the humans and why did they do this and why didn't they do that and how could they and what was wrong and, waiting for all that to be amended. No, I'm going to go back even farther into who I was created to be by the divine, into what gifts and abilities and stardust and love was planted in me, was sown inside me. And that has been inspiring for me, And so isn't it so interesting, these cards come out and they're just reinforcing everything that I've been seeing and thinking. And next to come out, great and full. Look at that. So as I keep following this path, as I focus on the divine and I develop the roots, right? They grow bigger, stronger. I go back to who am I as a child of the divine, that my life gets great and full. And it's true. And finally, the rose's kiss. Now, I do love roses, and roses are the flower of my birth month, which I appreciate. I love when they have that incredible aroma. And what this is reminding is, am I infusing my life with joy? And I have to confess, even in my spiritual journey, I've been at times, very serious. It has to look this way. It has to be successful. It has to be perfect. It has to, am I doing it right? And really, on myself about it. And it's so funny. It's like, just be joyful. How much closer can we get to the divine than when we're joyful, right? And again, it all gets back to the breath work. Even when I'm closed down because I'm being suffocated by that negative, when I just start to breathe slowly and just really fill my entire body, feeling like I'm expanding my entire body from head to toe in every direction. And I crack that shell of limitation that's around me and let it fall away as I exhale slowly and gently. And I even focus by counting slowly, to 6 or 8, however high I can, and the same as I exhale. And then the next time I count slowly, breathing slowly and expanding, I envision all of my cells, every single cell expanding outward until every cell in me has the room to move and dance freely. There's space around every single cell. Because when we are breathing shallowly, when we're tensing up, we are holding all that negativity and pain inside us. We are blocking the happiness and the joy from coming in. But as we open up and create space, not only can the divine flow in, but the pain can flow out. Right? And then I actually focus on that. The next slow breath, I imagine almost like a breeze through a screen in a window. I imagine the divine energy flowing into me around every cell through all those passageways I've created and blowing all the gunk and the dust and the muck out, anything that was stuck. And every breath thereafter, I just focus then on breathing fully into my chest and belly. Inflating fully the entire chest and belly, the trunk, as I breathe. It's amazing the difference it makes, the softening of the muscles. And the softening doesn't create weakness. It actually creates a strength of resilience because it helps the roots grow. And when the roots are strong, the tree can bend in the wind and not break and not get uprooted. And that was the thing before. As I look in my past, I was always, the roots were shallow. I'd have them, but the first big wind blow me over, uproot me. I was even uprooting myself, trying to be, do I belong here? Do I belong here? How about there? How about there? And one of the lessons I learned, that people can be great teachers, even if it's painful, even if they come and go, is how much I was looking externally to fit in, to be accepted, approved of, included, right? And in different ways, to different extents, as I would continue on my spiritual journey. But now, especially with my time machine going back and the divine sees me to be, created me to be, knows me to be, that I don't have to fit in. I don't have to be approved of, agreed with. Now, that doesn't mean I'm cavalier about, being hurtful to other people. It comes back to our intentions, right? I never have any intention to hurt another human being. And to believe me, I have thoughts about that when I get hurt, but I don't do it. I know it's inappropriate. But now that I know I don't have to uproot myself, my roots grow more and more solid because I'm rooting myself in the divine. So I'm so excited to pull these cards today and to see all the ahas, all the lessons I've been seeing lately being reflected here, being echoed, and basically being told, yes, you're on the right track, keep going. And to be encouraged, I don't know what all my purpose is, but I'm getting back to making these videos. I've got some other projects in the works, and I'm doing my art. So I'm not waiting for the sort of the city, the landscape to fill up and show me. I'm going to keep going and find. And I don't know about you, but I want to do this and that and the other thing. And I have a full agenda in my mind. So I guess I'm going to have to say that's it for now. I hope that you found inspiration and some clarity in this. I sure did. And I'm going to go get in action on a few of the projects I'm inspired for. Until next time, keep shining your light.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.